Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Laura here.
Well, this coming Friday at 5 p.m. California time, we have a video we want to share with you on how we were ripped off by the police cartel here in Mexico, pulled over and trying to be basically robbed of over $1,000 US. Stay tuned for this Friday, like I say, 5 p.m. California time. Well, we really didn't want to produce this story because we don't want to shed a bad light about Mexico. But we have some close friends that live here in Mexico. They are Mexicans, and they said, no, you have to make this video because it's going to help other people to see. And maybe if the officials see something like this, maybe they'll crack down on these policemen that try to just basically almost rape you in the sense of financially. And it really shook us up. And so it's a story that we don't like to tell, but we feel it's important to tell. So we really want you to be tuned for this Friday to see what it was all about and the end results and how we suffered through it and we came out on the other side. Well, I had some second thoughts about being scammed here in Mexico. I've been traveling here for over 50 years, and I've never really run into anything like this. But it is a new trend, and they've gotten very smart. They know that they can intimidate us. They know that we're frightened, we don't know the language, and this. And so we have seen it more and more and have heard reports more and more about the scams that are here. I know up along the border between Laredo, Texas and Laredo, Mexico, coming over the Columbia Bridge and driving towards Monterrey, they're actually stopping people there, and maybe they're even getting $400 to $500 there. And I've heard stories about that, fairly consistent in that area. Now down here, they'll do things like they'll take your license plate off of your car, and that way you can't move anywhere. And so it's a matter of them being smarter and learning how to manipulate and control. And so it's becoming more and more of a problem. I know I've heard Jordan with Tangerine Travels report the negative around Cancun area, and that seems to be a bad area. He was ripped off by the taxi companies there. So more and more we're starting to see that as they're getting much more help on how to take advantage of us tourists. So just a little update. Is that going to influence us from traveling to Mexico? No. Even on this trip, we've already been to 8 different places. We're traveling for 6 months, and this is the first time. So it's a big city thing, I think, is what it is. And around that Cancun, it's a big tourist thing. So it's not happening in a lot of places, just small little pocket areas. And I just want to report that because, again, our friends have told us that it is important that we do make videos about reporting scams like this in Mexico. See upcoming video this Friday, 5 p.m. California time, how we were stopped by the police and extorted and ripped off. It was a shocking story, and we want to share it with you.